Cricket is a game of momentum, and at the Sky Stadium in Wellington, we saw that momentum shift with the force of a Cook-Strait gale. Going into the fourth T20I, New Zealand held a 2-1 lead. For the Black Caps, it was a chance to wrap up the series in front of their home fans. For South Africa, it was a back-against-the-wall moment, a must-win to stay alive. What followed wasn't a high-scoring shootout, but a masterclass in tactical defense and composure under pressure. South Africa was sent in to bat, and for much of their innings, it looked like they were struggling to find a rhythm. The New Zealand bowlers, led by Kyle Jamieson's disciplined 2 for 29, kept the shackles on. At 120 for 4 in 16th over, many in the Wellington crowd thought a target of 150 was the limit. But then came the spark. Connor Esterhuizen, playing with the maturity of a veteran, anchored the innings with a brilliant 57 off 36 balls. He didn't just swing blindly. He picked his gaps and targeted the short boundaries. Alongside some late-order scurrying, South Africa pushed their total to 164. It felt competitive, but in modern T20 cricket, 165 is often considered a snack for a New Zealand lineup at home. The chase began with New Zealand looking comfortable. Tim Robinson was striking the ball beautifully, racing to 32. But then the script flipped. Enter Prenelin Subrayan. Making your debut is nerve-wracking enough, but doing it in a must-win game in Wellington is a different beast entirely. Subrayan bowled with incredible control, finishing with figures of 2 for 13. When he deceived Dane Cleaver, the air seemed to go out of the stadium. Suddenly, the cake tin became a fortress for the Proteas. The spin duo of Subrayan and the mid-innings squeeze forced New Zealand into risky shots. The required run rate climbed from a manageable 7 to a desperate 12. As the shadows lengthened, Gerald Coetzee took over. If Subrayan provided the finesse, Coetzee provided the fire. He was fast, aggressive, and relentless. He cleaned up the tail with clinical precision, finishing with 3 for 31. New Zealand collapsed from a position of strength to being bowled out for 145 in the 19th over. A 19-run victory for South Africa might look comfortable on paper, but it was earned through every dot ball and every diving stop in the deep. The series is tied at 2-2. We have seen New Zealand dominate, and we have seen South Africa fight back. This match in Wellington reminded us that T20 cricket isn't always about 220-run totals. It's about who blinks first when the pressure is applied. South Africa didn't blink. They've forced a winner-takes-all at Hagley Oval in Christchurch this Wednesday. If today was any indication, we are in for a classic. The Proteas have the momentum, but the Black Caps are wounded and playing for pride. One game left, one trophy. It will be the grand finale and treat for the fans. May the best team win and get to see a spectacular finish between the two competitive T20I sides.